Hi, Dean Casmento speaking, and welcome to episode number 1 of My Virtual Coach. Now, some of you may have already heard about me. You may have been in contact with me through my website at www.deancasmento.com.au. You may have checked out some of my Facebook pages at Melbourne Corporate Health, or also my personal breakthrough page, which is also known as Dean Casmento, the Confidence Coach. Or you could have been through Instagram or any other of the social outlets. Now, I suppose the intent behind My Virtual Coach, as I've already introduced in my previous video, is to present to you some tried, proven and effective coaching techniques or coaching processes that you can use in both your personal and professional life. And I must say, when you look at the whole area of personal development, when you look at the area of coaching and all that sort of stuff, that it can get rather expensive. That a lot of the coaching courses that are out there, we can't all afford them right now. So, even though we all see great value in doing them, and I obviously for myself, 12 years ago, I first started my journey in sort of personal development and finding out some stuff about myself, which will then allow me to then go out and help and inspire other people to live an inspired life. So I thought it was almost like a calling, if you like, to be able to, simply, easily, effectively present to you some strategies, as I said, that you can get started with straight away to live a life of, I suppose, purpose, of inspiration, of fulfillment, and, to ensure that, there's a place for you to come to, when you're seeking some guidance. So, hence the reason why I developed My Virtual Coach. Now it's going to be 2 videos, as I said, 2 videos per week, and I really do want to keep those videos as short as I possibly can. It really does obviously depend on the process. Now, the types of processes that we'll be going through range from anything that assists us in unlocking, I suppose, blocks in our life, anything that assists us in identifying what we really value, and how we can go about prioritizing those things that we really do value. It allows there'll be processes that allow us to overcome issues associated with time management. There'll be processes that allow us to get really, really certain on what's important to us, and make sure that we're filling our day with rituals or with tasks that are inspiring to us. There'll be processes that allow us to connect closer to ourselves and closer to our loved ones. And there will be literally many techniques that will assist us improving our sense of inspiration, performance, whatever you want to use, in our spiritual space, if that's what you're into, in our career space, in our, I suppose, personal growth and development space, in our family space, whatever space fills your life right now. Now, to get started, I think one of the most important things when we look at what would be a very good first step is that often when clients come to me is they're not necessarily sure what the problem is. In a linguistics term or in NLP, we sort of use the word disassociated. They're not really sure of what exactly is the problem. And I think one of the most important things is that as painful as it might sound, but definitely it really isn't, is that we want someone to get associated. We want to identify right now, in the present state, what is, what the problem is, or what is it that we need a solution to. So we really do need to get associated right now. And there are many ways to be able to do this, but I think one of the most simple and one of the most effective ways to be able to do this is what is known as the Wheel of Life. And as you can see here, it's quite simple. The Wheel of Life is a visual process that assists us in creating a representation of our current level of satisfaction in our life right now, as in literally right now. And this could be the start of your own personal coaching, of your own personal, I suppose, coaching program, or you going out and creating your own sense of self-discovery, and starts to create a direction of where you want to go. And obviously this is a tool that I use many a time as I start the initial coaching stages with clients. Now, I want to run through this with you. Now, would it be value to identify how satisfied you are in all areas of your life right now? You know, to really get a nice little sort of subjective measurement as to how satisfied you are. Would it also be valuable to identify, you know, what area in your life would you like to get started on improving or raising that sense of satisfaction by the very nature of raising that sense of satisfaction, that'll start to affect all other areas of your life. That'd be valuable. Would it also be valuable to be able to create what is known as a SMART goal? You know, basically a well thought through goal or outcome that will assist you in raising that sense of satisfaction in that area of your life that'll then sort of become quite pervasive in all other areas. If that's something of value to you, just make sure you just keep on listening. And hence the reason why we use what's called the Wheel of Life, which does exactly that. Now, as you can see guys, the Wheel of Life, if I just bring this a bit closer. So the Wheel of Life, you know, what we start to do is identify, the very first step is to identify what are the main areas of our life right now. And this is different for everybody. I'm just going to make something up. Let me just grab a pen. Now I'm just going to make something up. I'm going to make up 8 areas, okay, that make up my area of life right now. You know, what are the main areas that I suppose get inspiration from and that are really important to me. All right, so just bear with me for a second. So what I might do is, you know, one area might be health. Okay, you can see that. And another area might be my family. I mean, this is just for me. Another area might be, I'm just going to put dollar sign here, finances. Okay, you can see that down there. Another area down here might be finances. That could be my financial positioning. Another area could be, I suppose, career, which could be different to finances. Another area might be spirituality. That's what, as I mentioned before, spirituality. Yep. Okay. See that? So now we've got a couple more areas. Another area, so we've got health there, but another area could be travel. If you value travel, okay. And another area could be friends. Friends, we could say friends / social. So it's time spent with friends and so going out and socialising. And then lastly, there could be another area associated with life around personal development. Okay, so really quite simple. Let's see that. Okay, so what we've done here is we've come up with 8 areas of life. Now, what we're going to do really simply is good time to do this when you're relaxed. Okay, remember we want to get you associated into the here and now and get a snapshot of our life right now in respect to our current level of satisfaction. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go around and ask myself, how satisfied am I? And this is what you're going to do by yourself once you've drawn this up on a piece of paper, is how satisfied are you right now, or am I right now in these current areas of life? So I'm just going to make this up. So I'm just going to put a number corresponding to each of the area. Let's say health is 8, family is 9, finances is 7, career is 8, spirituality is 9, travel is 4, friends and social could be 5, personal growth and development could be 6, just argument's sake. Okay? Alright, all the areas are done. So you've asked yourself, you're contemplating on the areas of satisfaction. Okay, now to have some fun with it and to make it, I suppose, nice and rich, because this is going to be a bit of a pre-test, post-test. You're going to give yourself a bit of a snapshot right now, okay? And then in 8 weeks' time, in 12 weeks' time, you can go ahead and do this little process again. So now what you tend to do is, I'll do this really quickly. I'm just going to use one colour. I might use 2 colours. I'm just going to use 2 colours. I suggest you use different colours. Okay, this is based on accessibility of different colour pens. So what you want to do is go ahead, if the inside circle was a 0 and the outside circle was a 10, okay, we want to colour in the corresponding colour. So if health was 8, okay, let me just go ahead and colour that in. Okay, family was 9. finances was 7. Okay, just correspond. It's coloured in. If career was 8, it might be somewhere around here again. Just doing this really quick, guys. Okay. And if spirituality was 9, I'm not saying everybody needs to attend to areas of spirituality. Just as an example, if travel was 4, so it's just beyond halfway. Okay, friends and social was 5. Just slightly, okay. And if personal growth and development was 6. Okay, well, just above halfway, so it could just be something like that. Okay? And then what you do, as you can see that, then what you do, you just sort of take a step back. You take a step back and sort of ask yourself, you know, what's standing out? You know, what are some of the things that are really standing out right now as you've gone ahead and colour them all in? Is there anything that stands out for you? And then sometimes what I like to do is, what I like to ask is, you know, ask my clients, even ask myself, if I was to roll that wheel down a hill, you know, would my wheel of life roll smoothly, or would it be very clunky and full of bumps and sort of bounce along the road as it goes down? Which could be a nice little metaphor of how our life might be right now. Okay. Now the next step, once you've gone ahead and completed your wheel, as you can see there, okay, you want to ask yourself, what area right now do you want to work on? What area of your life right now do you want to work on? So if you look at the wheel here, let's say for example, you know, at the moment, you know, travel's down there at a 4. I haven't travelled. I'm just hypothetical that I have travelled, but I haven't travelled. Let's say I haven't travelled for quite some time. And then you ask yourself, okay, if that's the area that I want to work on, if this area is currently 4, what number would I like it to be? Or what number would you like it to be once you've chosen that area that you want to go ahead and start to improve on? Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so I've chosen travel as 4. I've chosen travel as the area that I want to be working on, and it's ranked at 4 right now. And then I'll ask myself, or you ask yourself, okay, if it was a 4, what number, or how satisfied, this is 4 in regards to satisfaction, how satisfied do I really want to be in this area of my life? So look at the wheel again. What do you really want it to be? Okay, let's say I might say, you know, I really want it to be a 7. You know, I don't want to be 8, 9 or 10, but I really want it to be a 7. Then ask yourself, what would have to happen? What would have to happen to be able to get that score, as you see here, a 4, to get that score from a 4 to a 7? What would have to happen? Just have to think about that as you reflect on your wheel of life, because you can always obviously rewind this video. What would have to happen for that score to go up to a 7? Okay, and now once you've done that, here's the fun part. Now once you've done that, what I want you to now do is go ahead and create yourself a SMART goal. A SMART goal. Now a SMART goal, you've heard this before. You want to make sure, it's just an acronym, right? So you want to make sure that it's, I suppose, specific. Yeah, specific. It's most important that it's stated positively, so it's moving you towards where you want to go. We say measurable, but I like meaningful. Make sure that it's meaningful to you. Yeah, and it's achievable, but I also like to state the outcome as if now. And I'm not going to go into the why we state outcomes as if now. It's so important that we state outcomes as if now. Okay, make sure it's reliable and only reliant on you, or realistic and only reliant on you. And then we want to put a time on it. We want to put a date on it. Okay, so it might be for me that I know that with work. Okay, with my nature of work and family commitments, that, you know, I haven't booked in any holidays, but it's, you know, what if I wanted to get up to a 7, one simple little outcome might be that it's about going out and setting myself up a specific goal associated with booking in a family holiday. Okay, and a good time to do that would be around about, I don't know, November. Okay, so a nice outcome for me, a nice goal for me would for me to be having a conversation with my wife, confirming a date. And I might ask myself, so when would I like to have that date confirmed by? And I'll make it up. Let's say today's March 16th. And the goal that I might say is, I'll state my goals as if now, it is now March 31st, 2016, and I have confirmed a family holiday. Wherever it is, doesn't really matter where it is, and I've confirmed the family holiday. Now, the very nature of that means indirectly that the value of satisfaction in the area of travel will inherently go up just by taking a very small and very progressive step towards the outcome. Then once you've done that, okay, that's obviously a simple way to do it, then you can start looking at other areas of your life that you want to start improving your level of satisfaction in and creating smart goals, and obviously establishing daily rituals that you set yourself each day, to start raising that level of satisfaction in that particular area of your life. Now, just on a finish, there's one thing that I want to share with you. There's a reason why you're not as satisfied in that area of your life. Okay, there's a reason why. Potentially it's because you haven't valued it enough. So I just want to put a bit of a caveat here, is that when you're setting yourself goals and tasks, okay, associated with that area of life that's probably lower area of satisfaction, please remember to make sure you turn the goals down. You make them really, really simple for yourself, okay? And the daily rituals that you set yourself, make sure they're very, very simple and very, very easy to achieve, especially in the infant stage, especially in the initial stages of creating change and progressively raising that sense of satisfaction in the area of your life. Remember, guys, as you look at your wheel of life, okay, just know this. One area of your life will always affect all other areas of your life. Okay? We can't have one without the other. Okay? So, by raising satisfaction in one area, it will inherently shift a great area of satisfaction in all other areas of our life. And that creates for us what is known as balance, what is known as peace, and obviously what is known as coming from a place of daily inspiration, being inspired in doing what we want to be doing, okay, living the life the way we want to live. So this is the wheel of life. I hope you got some massive value from this. So my tasking for you is to go ahead, get yourself an A4 piece of paper, okay, create yourself a wheel, okay, label your areas of life, get busy, rank in there as a current satisfaction right now, then choose 1 to 3 areas where you want to raise your sense of satisfaction, and then get busy setting yourself some really, really small smart goals, or a smart goal for each of the areas to get you started, and then obviously link that in with some really nice progressive daily rituals that you'll do every single day to make sure you keep yourself accountable. Okay, so guys, I've also have a blog that's tied into this, okay, that you'll find somewhere on this video. If you have any questions, make sure you email me at info@deancasmento.com.au or jump onto my website at www.deancasmento.com.au. Had a lot of value, a lot of pleasure delivering this to you. I hope you guys have got some value from it too, and please make sure you get in contact with me and share this post. Thanks guys, look forward to episode number 2 on My Virtual Coach. Take care and bye.